So, a question that comes up a lot when I'm working with clients and doing consults with people one on one that are dealing with mold toxicity, mold illness, trying to heal from that is what do I do if I get re-exposed? And it's a very anxiety, almost PTSD producing thing because it's the fear of relapsing or starting all over. So I wanted to do this video because I actually am in that experience right now. So now I'm going to show you what they look like. They have to sit a little bit longer. But so I come into the master bedroom. Obviously, it's also dark in here. It's only been a couple days. I put it in the closet just because there is some light coming in here and I didn't want anything to contaminate it. But I'm going to show you what's happening to keep the lid on these. This, I don't know if you can see it in the video. This is the kitchen after just a couple days. So this is kind of the back of it. Hopefully you can see that. This is where I was getting the worst symptoms. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plates. There's a couple other spots too here in the master bedroom, the master bathroom. It looks like it's aspergillus mold, which is one of the ones I had issues with before, which is why my body is responding so quickly. If you know my story on the channel, I have other videos talking about how I went through mold toxicity, doctor to doctor, specialist to specialist, all these symptoms. And then I ended up getting board certified in integrative health, specializing in this because I couldn't find anybody to help with that. So that was several years ago. And we just drove and moved cross country. We're in California now. We're staying in an Airbnb and we're definitely being re-exposed to mold. And here's some of the signs, the symptoms, as well as some of the action and steps we are taking to help fix this. So a couple things first. Here's what happened. The first few minutes of being here, we walked into this Airbnb. You can see this is like the kitchen area. There's this little hallway, carrying all of our stuff. The garage is back here. And as soon as I got to this area, I got dizzy, I got vertigo, and I felt super disoriented. And I immediately told my partner, I was like, I just feel really off. And I'm talking like within like an hour, I'm feeling all these things. A couple things I noticed as we came in. So follow me. You can see, so look for this. It's a little dark in here. It's not a good thing if you're trying to stay out of mold. You want a lot of natural light, a lot of fresh air. When you're moving cross country, we can't see these places before we book them, so we didn't know. So first thing I noticed is I'm like, feels a little bit damp. Living room, we come over here to where the bedrooms are, still feels a little bit damp and dark. But the first thing I notice, and this is not good, is when I come over to the AC here, 71% humidity. That means this is essentially like living in a basement. So within an hour, I'm getting like the vertigo, the dizziness, and I'm like, man, maybe it's because we just traveled cross country. Maybe it's because we're in a new place, but I just feel really off. And then I see this and I'm like, oh crap. So then the bedrooms, if you see the bedrooms are also very dark. They feel very damp and there's carpet. Carpet is never a good thing when it's very damp and dark because it's porous and it holds in a lot of moisture. So the other thing that I noticed is when I walked in this bedroom, similarly, I felt a little bit off, but it had a bit of like a musty smell, almost like a damp basement. So this is all in an hour and I'm like, oh God. So we go take a walk. Instantaneously, when I walk outside, I start feeling better. I don't feel dizzy. I don't feel anything. I'm walking my dog. I'm like, I feel totally fine. As soon as I step into the house, I get those symptoms. If you've been through mold toxicity or you are currently going through mold toxicity and you're worried about like, what do I do if I get re-exposed? The positive thing is because one, the body is very intuitive. So it's always trying to protect you and looking out for things. It will react immediately. So I tell people this when they're moving out of a moldy environment and moving into a new environment. Before you bring all your stuff in, keep all the stuff from the old home or the old moldy environment in the garage. Start opening your boxes outside the house so you don't get re-exposed and contaminating. When you open the box, if something is contaminated, your body will respond pretty quickly and you want to keep that one out. Fortunately, we've only been here for 4 or 5 days, something like that. I already reached out to the owner of this home, asked like, hey, did you ever have water damage? Did you ever have a roof leak? Did you ever have any mold? And she responded and said, no, not that we know of. And this is the tricky thing about mold is you don't always see it. You don't always smell it. Sometimes it is just your reaction. So here's what I did. Very simple. So there's the Hertz me test, there's the ERMI test, there's all these tests you can do, but because like we're kind of like in a bind because we're traveling and we just got here. So now we're looking for somewhere new because as always, step number one in any healing protocol, you have to get out of the moldy environment. So we are working on that because it's only been a few days of finding somewhere new that's better. But in the meantime, also one for my own peace of mind and validation, but also just because like I know my body well enough and I know these symptoms just like you probably do. I ordered a little kit, but what these are is they're little plate kits and they come in like a super clean, hyper vacuum seal package. And you put these little sticker labels so that you can see I wrote on these for like all the places I put it. You take the lid off. I'm not going to do it with these because these are fresh ones and I don't want to contaminate anything, but it has sticky substances in it and you place it all throughout the areas of your home that you think there might be mold. You let it sit for about an hour so that it's essentially collecting dust particles. You put the lid back on, you put it somewhere that's dark, you don't want it to be impacted by light. Give it like a day or two. Sometimes if it's cold, you're gonna need a little bit longer, and then you wait and see. So here's the interesting thing and why I wanted to do this video, because even though you don't see mold, even though you can't find it anywhere, there's no history of water damage according to the homeowner, my body is reacting. Also, my partner, I noticed, and I mentioned this too, every time he walks through this hallway in the kitchen, he starts sneezing like crazy and his eyes get a little bit puffy and swollen. Now, he has never had an issue with mold. So everybody reacts differently. So I laid all these little plates out throughout this Airbnb and I told him, I was like, prior to doing this, I was like, I would bet all the money in the world that there is mold in the kitchen and in the hallway and a couple other places. This comes up so often with my clients of a fear of what do I do if I get re-exposed? So what am I doing? Well, number one, I'm validating myself. I feel very validated. Number two, we are actively planning on moving out of here and getting in a place that we know is clean and not impacted by mold. Number three, what I've been doing daily is a sinus and nasal rinse because mold is airborne. So it gets into your system through your skin and then also through the air that we breathe. So every morning and every night, I'm flushing my sinuses out to keep that from staying in there, doing the best I can to keep it clean. We're opening the windows to get some fresh air. I did not, this was a big thing, because we just moved and there's so much in the car to unload, I did not bring all of my stuff in. I kept it out there so that that stuff doesn't get contaminated. And then when we do move to our next place that we find after getting out of this, all of our clothes, everything, we're going to be washing with some natural antifungals, some special cleaners to make sure that none of that stuff gets contaminated wherever we go. Well, this is what's happening to me. It's okay because you're not going to stay in that environment. There are precautions you can take and there are some things you can do to move out of it. Also, once you've healed and you go through a proper protocol to rebuild your immune system, your hormones, your nervous system, your adrenals, your gut, and all those things, you're not going to have the same type of total spiral that you have in the past. The system is more cooperative and able to handle it. You just need to make sure that you do all the right things. I outline all this stuff in the Mold Healing Blueprint. That's my book that I wrote because I couldn't find anyone or anything to show me exactly step by step what I needed to do, telling you exactly what's going on in your body, how your systems are affected, what to do right now, how to start your protocol, the supplements, the nutrients, prepping the immune system, and then rebuilding everything. I'll put the link to that in the description of this video. Let me know if you have questions, what your thoughts are, and yeah, see you in the other videos.